It was a bright and peaceful morning in Enchansa when Sofia took Clover and Robin into the royal gardens for some quiet reading. Her mom had just given her a new storybook from the Mystic Isles library about magical creatures, and she couldn't wait to dive in. But as Sofia flipped through the first few pages beneath the big willow tree, a strange roar echoed from beyond the garden walls. It was low, gravelly, and sent flocks of birds fluttering from the trees. Robin instantly zipped to a branch, while Clover flattened his ears. Sofia sat up, her heart skipping a beat. That sounded big, she murmured. She peeked beyond the garden wall toward the forest edge. Her enchantment began to shimmer faintly, the way it sometimes did when something wasn't right. Her eyes narrowed with worry. I should go check it out. Sofia gently placed her book down, told Clover and Robin to stay, and hurried through the garden gate, letting the forest path guide her. With each step, the air grew warmer, and a scorched scent drifted through the trees. Something had definitely happened here. Up ahead, several small fires smoldered in patches of grass, and the bark of trees had been singed black. Then Sofia saw it. At the edge of a clearing stood a creature she never expected to see in Enchansa, a baranga. The wild lion-sized beast had purplish scales, to twisting horns, and eyes like glowing coals. It paced anxiously, its tail flicking, teeth bared, and most importantly, it wasn't wearing a calm collar. Sofia's breath caught in her throat. Oh no, you're not supposed to be here, she whispered. Sofia's breath caught in her throat. Oh no, you're not supposed to be here, she whispered. She remembered from her protector training that barangas were dangerous, untamable, and most importantly, not native to this realm. They belonged in the Mystic Isles. The baranga suddenly froze, its eyes locking onto her. Then, it roared. Sofia ducked just in time as a jet of fire burst over her head and scorched a branch behind her. She scrambled behind a tree, heart pounding. Okay, that could have gone better. At that moment, a heavy footstep approached behind her. A gruff voice called out, "You, step away from the beast." Turning, Sofia saw a stern man in a leather vest carrying a staff. He wore the emblem of the forest wardens, the guardians who kept Enchanta's wildlands safe. His name tag read, Keeper Rolf. You're lucky it didn't roast you, he said, marching past her. It's a baranga, isn't it? Nasty brute, dangerous. I was about to put it down. Sofia stepped forward, alarmed. Wait, you're not going to hurt it, are you? If I have to, Keeper Rolf replied gruffly. We don't take risks with fire breathers. If it causes more damage, I'll have to put a shock collar on it, or worse, sedate it for good. Wild things don't belong here. But it doesn't belong here, Sofia agreed. But it belongs somewhere safe, like the Mystic Isles. Just, please, don't hurt it. I can fix this. Rolf folded his arms, unconvinced. You think you can relocate a wild baranga without getting yourself roasted? Sofia stood tall. Yes, but I'll need until sunset. If I can't move it by then, you can take over, deal? After a tense pause, Rolf grunted. Fine, sunset, but I won't be far. With that, Sofia turned back toward the baranga, determined but shaking a little. Okay, she whispered to herself, time to think like a protector. The first plan involved her enchantment. She summoned a glowing rope and tried to lasso the baranga's horns, whispering calmly. Easy there. The baranga responded by blasting a tree into a pile of smoking twigs and galloping off into the woods. Wait, come back. Sofia sprinted after it, dodging branches and coughing on the smoke. But it was gone. Out of breath and scorched at the edges of her dress, she made her way to the castle stables, where Minimus nuzzled her worriedly. Not yet, she told him. I need one thing first. She hurried to Cedric's tower. The sorcerer grumbled as usual, but begrudgingly gave her a tiny bottle of shrinking potion. But only one drop, he warned. And I expect it back intact. With that, she returned to the woods and summoned her witchway bow from the enchantment. The arrow shimmered with light, spun, and shot toward the west trail. Sofia followed it, clutching the potion tightly. She spotted movement. There it was. The baranga was crouched beside a fallen log, its breath sending up little curls of smoke. She didn't dare get too close. Holding her amulet in one hand, she whispered, "Please work." The gem lit up, sending a warm, twinkling glow across the leaves. The baranga looked up, its angry eyes softened, confused by the light. "Now." Sofia dashed forward and flung the potion at its back. The vial shattered, and poof. The baranga shrank to the size of a rabbit. "Oh my gosh. It worked," she exclaimed. But the celebration didn't last. The tiny baranga zoomed past her feet and let out a high-pitched foof. A little ball of fire shot from its mouth. It missed, but just barely. "Even tiny, you're spicy," she muttered. Her amulet glowed again, casting more light. The baranga batted at them. Distracted, Sofia dove, scooping it into her arms. It squirmed, roared in miniature, and almost slipped away. Quickly, she wrapped an enchanted lasso from the enchantlet around its mouth and horns. "No fire breathing for now," she told it, holding it firmly against her chest. It wriggled hard. She tightened her grip, feeling its wiry fur under her nails. "Sorry, but you're not getting away again." Sofia ran to the stables, told Minimus what happened, and they took off into the sky. The wind buffeted them, and the baranga squirmed harder. As they passed above the treetops, it burst free from her grasp and fell. "Minimus, down." They dove just before the baranga hit the canopy. Sofia caught it midair. She held it even tighter this time, her fingers digging into its side. "No more tricks, little guy." She resecured the lasso. "We're almost home." Finally, the shimmering gateway to the Mystic Isles appeared. They passed through the portal, and Vega and Orion stood waiting with a glowing, fireproof cage. "Nice work, Sofia," said Vega as she opened the hatch. "You did this on your own." "With a little help from my friends," Sofia said, nudging her amulet. She gently placed the wriggling, shrunken baranga into the cage. It growled and flamed at the air, confused and still trying to escape. Orion chuckled. "They never learn, but you did well. You didn't hurt it, even when it tried to hurt you." Sofia smiled. "I think sometimes wild creatures just need someone to believe in them, even when they don't understand why." As the baranga thrashed harmlessly in its glowing cage, the protectors nodded in approval. Baiken and Chancia keeper Rolf got the news. He grunted again, but this time with a hint of respect. "You got guts," Princess Sofia beamed. "Thanks. But I think I'll let someone else try next time if another one shows up." That night at dinner, Sofia told her mom everything. Queen Miranda shook her head in amazement. "You're always running into the wildest problems." Sofia giggled, "And sometimes they breathe fire." The end.